these marionettes. You don't understand these things. It is simply court etiquette. Perhaps suppose it's wrong and keep it up all day long. If that's your idea, you're wrong. If that's your idea, you're wrong. If you wonder who we are gentlemen of the land. From north and south, from sea and land, from many, 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 many a come. Oh, 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 oh. 1,000 come from street and land.
Gentlemen, I pray you tell me where a gentle maiden dwelleth, named Yam Yam, the ward of Coco. In pity speak, oh speak, I pray you.
Why, who are you who ask this question?
Come, gather round me, and I'll tell you. A wandering minstrel, I, a thing of shreds and patches, of ballad songs and snatches, a dreamy lullaby. My catalogue is long, through every passion ranging, and to your humours changing. I tune my subtle song, I tune my subtle song. Are you in sentimental mood? I'll sigh with you. Oh, sorrow. All maidens' coldness do you brood. I'll do so too. Oh, sorrow, sorrow. I'll charm your willing ears with songs of lovers' fears, while sympathetic tears my cheeks bedew. Oh, sorrow, sorrow. But if patriotic sentiment is wanted, I've patriotic banners cut and dried. For where'er our country's banner may be planted, all other local banners are defied. Our warriors in serried ranks assembled never quail how they concede it if they do. And I shouldn't be surprised if nations tremble before the mighty troops, the troops of Titipu.
We shouldn't be surprised if nations tremble before the mighty troops, the troops of Titipu.
And if you call for a song of the sea, we'll heave the capstan around with a yo-heave-ho, for the wind is free, her anchor's a trip and a helm's a lee. Hurrah for the homeward bound!
Ho-ho-heave-ho, hurrah for the homeward bound!
To lay aloft in a the howling bees may tickle a landsman's taste, but the happiest hour a sailor sees is when he's down at an inland town with his Nancy on his knees. Yo-ho! And his arm around her waist.
When bandit captain off we go, and the fiddler swings us round, with a yo-dee-ho and a run-dee-lo, hurrah for the homeward bound, with a yo-dee-ho, and a run-dee-lo, yo-ho-dee-ho, yo-ho, dee-ho, 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 yo-ho.
A thing of shreds and patches, of ballads, songs and snatches, and a dreamy lullaby, and a dreamy lullaby.
Someday it may happen that the victim must be found. I've got a little list of society offenders who might well be underground and who never would be missed. There's the pestilential nuisances who write for autographs, all people who have flabby hands and irritating laughs, all children who are up in dates and floor you with them flat, all persons who in shaking hands shake hands with you like that, and all the persons who on spoiling tete-a-tetes insist. They'd none of them be missed. He's got them on the list, and if none of them be missed, then none of them be missed. And that nigger serenader and the others of his race, and the piano organist, I've got them on the list, and the people who eat peppermint and puff it in your face, they never would be missed. Then the idiot who praises with enthusiastic tone all centuries but this and every country but his own, and the lady from the provinces who dresses like a guy and who doesn't think she waltzes but would rather like to try, and that singular anomaly, the lady novelist, I don't think she'd be missed. I'm sure she'd not be missed. He's got her on the list, and I don't think she'll be missed. I'm sure she'll not be missed. And that nicey Prius nuisance who just now is rather ripe, the judicial humorist, I've got him on the list. All funny fellows, comic men and clowns of private life, they'd none of them be missed. And apologetic statesmen of a compromising kind, such as, what you call him, Thingamy-Bob. Likewise, never mind. And what's his name? And also, you know who. The task of filling up the blanks I'd rather leave to you, but it really doesn't matter whom you put upon the list, for they'd none of them be missed. You may put them on the list, and if none of them be missed, they'll none of them be missed.
evidence or shyness. She borrows light that through the night mankind may all acclaim her. And truth to tell, she lights up well, so I for one don't blame her. Pray make no mistake, we are not shy. We're very wide awake, the moon and I. Pray make no mistake, we are not shy. We're very wide awake, the moon and I.
The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, breathe promise of merry sunshine. As we merrily dance and we sing, tra-la, we welcome the hope that they bring, tra-la, of a summer of roses and wine, of a summer of roses and wine. And that's what we mean when we say that a thing is welcome as flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, the flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la.
The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, have nothing to do with the case. I've got to take under my wing, tra-la, a most unattractive old thing, tra-la, with a caricature of a face, with a caricature of a face. And that's what I mean when I say or I sing, oh, bother the flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, oh, bother the flowers of spring. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la. Willow, tit-willow, tit-willow. And I said to him, Dicky bird, why do you sit singing willow, tit-willow, tit-willow? Is it weakness or intellect, birdie, I cried, or a rather tough worm in your little inside? With a shake of his poor little head, he replied, oh, willow, tit-willow, tit-willow. He slapped at his chest as he sat on that bough, singing willow, tit-willow, tit-willow. And a cold perspiration bespangled his brow. Oh, willow, tit-willow, tit-willow. He sobbed and he sighed, and a gurgle he gave. Then he plunged himself into the billowy wave. and an echo rose from the Surreyside's grave. Oh, willow, titwillow, titwillow. Now I feel just as sure as I'm sure that my name isn't Willow, Titwillow, Titwillow. That was blighted affection that made him exclaim, oh, Willow, Titwillow, Titwillow. And if you remain careless and obdurate, I shall perish as he did, and you will know why. Though I probably shall not exclaim as I die, oh, willow, titwillow, titwillow.
There is beauty in the bellow of the blast. There is grandeur in the growling of the gale. There is eloquent outpouring when the lion is roaring and the tiger is the lashing of his tail.
Yes, I like to see a tiger from the Congo or the Niger, and especially when dashing of his tail.
The volcanoes have a splendor that is grim, and earthquakes only terrify the dogs. But to him who's scientific, there is nothing as terrific in the falling of a flight of thunderbolts.
Yes, in spite of all my meekness, if I have a little weakness, it's a passion for a flight of thunderbolts. If that is so, sing, daddy-dum, daddy, it's evident, merry Arte, so what? Away we'll go, and merrily, merry, don't tarry, tarry till day is done. There is beauty in extreme old age. Do you fancy you are elderly enough? Information I'm requesting on the subject interesting. Is the maiden all the better when she's tough?
Oh, of this my dominion, it's the general opinion that she lasts a good deal longer when she's tough.
Are you old enough to marry, do you think? Won't you wait until you're 80 in the shade? There is fascination frantic and a ruin that's romantic. Do you think you are sufficiently decayed?
To the matter that you mention, I have given some attention, and I think I am sufficiently decayed.
If that is so, sing, daddy-dum, daddy, it's evident, merry Arte, so one. Away we'll go, and merrily, merry, don't tarry, tarry till day is done. If that is so, sing, daddy-dum, daddy, it's evident, merry Arte, so one. Away we'll go, and merrily, merry, don't tarry, tarry till day is done. Sing, daddy-dum, daddy, we'll merrily, merry, don't tarry, tarry till day is done. Subject, I pray you be dumb. Your notions, though many, are not worth a penny. The one for your guidance is mum. You've got a good bargain in me.
On this subject, we pray you be dumb. We think you had better succumb. You find there are many who went for a penny, who went for a penny. There are lots of good fish in the sea. There are lots of good fish in the sea. There's lots of good fish, good fish in the sea. There's lots of good fish, good fish in the sea. In the sea, in the sea, in the sea, in the sea.
The threatened cloud has passed away.
Shine the dawning day.
What though the night may come too soon?
With years and years of afternoon.
Then let the throng
Let the throng our joy advance.
with laughing song.
With laughing song and merry dance. Let the throng our joy advance. With laughing song and merry dance. With laughing song and merry dance.
With laughing song. the sandy Spanish shore, the Duke of Plaza Tor,
and His Grace's Duchess too, and His Grace's daughter too,
and His Grace's private drum to Venetia's shores have come, to Venetia's shores have come. And if never, never, never back to Spain, they will never, never, never come to see again. They will never, 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 never come to see again.
Neither that grandee from the Spanish shore, the noble Duke of Plaza Tor,
oh, His Grace's Duchess staunch and true, and His Grace's daughter too,
and His Grace's own particular drum to Venetia's shores will come, to Venetia's shores will come. If never, never, never we back to Spain, they will never, never, never cross the sea again. They will never, 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 never cross the sea again. They will never, 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 never cross the sea again.
Kind sir, you cannot have the heart our lives to part from those to whom an hour ago we were united. Before our flowing hopes you stem, look at them and pause before you deal the blow uninvited. You men can never understand that heart and hand cannot be separated when we go a-yearning. You say you only women's eyes to idolize, and only women's hands for men to set you burning. Our men will never understand that woman's heart is one with woman's hand. Some kind of charm you seem to find in womankind, some source of unexplained delight, unless you're jesting. But what attracts you, I confess, I cannot guess. To me a woman's face is quite uninteresting. If from my sister I were torn, it could be borne. I should no doubt be horrified, but I could bear it. But Marco's quite another thing. He is my king, he has my heart, and then beside shall ever share it. You men will never understand that woman's heart is one with woman's
rising early in the morning, we proceed to light the fire. Then our Majesty adorning in each work-a-day attire, we embark without delay on the duties of the day. First we polish off some batches of political dispatches and foreign politicians circumvent. Then if business isn't heavy, we may hold a royal levy or ratify some acts of parliament. Then we probably review the household troops with the usual shallow humps and shallow hopes. or receive with ceremonial and state an interesting Eastern potentate. After that we generally go and dress our private valet. It's a rather nervous duty, he's a touchy little man. Write some letters literary for our private secretary. He is shaky in his spelling, so we help him if we can. Then in view of cravings enough, we go down and order dinner. Then we polish the regalia and the coronation plate. Spend an hour in titivating all our gentlemen in waiting, or we run on little errands for the ministers of state. Oh, philosophers may sing of the troubles of a king, yet the duties are delightful and the privilege is great. But the privilege and pleasure that we treasure beyond measure is to run on little errands for the ministers of state.
Oh, philosophers may sing of the troubles of a king, yet the duties are delightful and the privilege is great. But the privilege and pleasure that we treasure beyond measure is to run on little errands for the ministers of state.
After luncheon, making merry on a bun and glass of sherry, if we've nothing in particular to do. We may make a proclamation or receive a deputation, then we possibly create a peer or two. Then we help a fellow creature on his path with the garter or the thistle or the bar. Or we dress and toddle off in semi-state to a festival, a function, or a fete. Then we go and stand a sentry at the palace, private entry, marching hither, marching thither, up and down and to and fro, while the warrior on duty goes in search of beer and beauty, and it generally happens that he hasn't far to go. He relieves us if he's able, just in time to lay the table. Then we dine and serve the coffee, and at 12:30 or 1, with a pleasure that's emphatic, we retire to our attic with the gratifying feeling that our duty has been done. Oh, philosophers may sing of the troubles of a king, but the pleasures are many and the worries there are none. And the culminating pleasure that we treasure beyond measure is the gratifying feeling that our duty has been done.
Oh, philosophers may sing of the troubles of a king, but the pleasures there are many and the worries there are none. And the culminating pleasure that we treasure beyond measure is the gratifying feeling that our duty has been done.
Sparkling eyes hidden ever and anon in a merciful eclipse. Do not heed their mild surprise, having passed the Rubicon. Take a pair of rosy lips. Take a figure trimly planned, such as admiration weds. Be particular in this. Take a tender little hand, fringed with dainty fingerets. Press it, in parenthesis. Take all these, you lucky man. Take and keep them if you can. If you can, take all these, you lucky man. Take and keep them if you can. If you can. Take a pretty little court, quite a miniature affair, hung about with trellised vine. Furnish it upon the spot with the treasures rich and rare I've endeavored to define. Live to love and love to live, you'll ripen at your ease, growing on the sunny side. Fate has nothing more to give, you're a dainty man to please. If you're not satisfied, take my counsel, happy man, act upon it if you can. If you can, take my counsel, happy man, act upon it if you can. counsel, happy man. Act upon it if you can, if you can, if you can. Act upon it if you can. Happy man, if you
grave and serious, who is about to kiss your hand. Try to combine a pose imperious with a demeanor nobly bland.
Let us combine a pose imperious with a demeanor nobly bland.
That's if anything too unbending, too aggressively stiff and grand. Now to the other extreme you're tending, don't be seducedly condescending.
Now to the other extreme you're tending, don't be so dreadfully condescending.
Oh, hard to please some noblemen seem, at first, if anything, too unbending. Off we go to the other extreme, too confoundedly condescending.
Now a gavotte performed sedately, offer your hand with a conscious pride. Take an attitude not too stately, still sufficiently dignified.
Now for an attitude not too stately, still sufficiently dignified.
Once-ly, twice-ly, once-ly, twice-ly, bow impressively ere you glide. Capital both, you caught it nicely. That is the style of thing precisely.
Capital both, you caught it nicely. That is the style of thing precisely.
Oh, sweet to earn a nobleman's praise. Capital both, we caught it nicely. Supposing he's right in what he says, this is the style of thing precisely.
sober men and true, and attentive to our duty. When the balls miss a free on the Bible sea, we stand to our guns all day. When the anchor we ride on the boats must lie, we've plenty of time for play. Ahoy, ahoy, the balls miss a free. Ahoy, ahoy, all right on the sea, we stand to our guns all day.
Once more,
you'll do us proud, sir.
I am the captain of the Pinafore,
and I good captain too.
You're very, very good, and be it understood, I command a right good crew.
We're very, very good, and be it understood, we command a right good crew.
Though related to a peer, I can hand, reef, and steer, or ship a sailor G. I am never known to quail at the fury of a gale, and I'm never, never sick at sea.
What, never?
Oh, never.
What, never?
Well, hardly ever.
He's hardly ever sick at sea.
To satisfy you,
and you will make her quite content.
You're exceedingly polite, and I think it only right to return a compliment.
We're exceedingly polite, and he thinks it only right to return a compliment.
Bad language or abuse I never, never use, whatever the emergency. Though bother it I may occasionally say, I never use a big, big D.
What, never?
Oh, never.
What, never?
Well, hardly ever.
Hardly ever swears a big, big deal. Give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the well-bred captain of the Pinafore. Give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the captain of the Pinafore.
I served a term as office boy to an attorney's firm. I cleaned the windows and I swept the floor, and I polished up the handle of the big front door. I polished up that handle so carefully that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
Polished up the handle so carefully that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
As office boy, I made such a mark that they gave me the post of a junior clerk. I served the writs with a smile so bland, and I copied all the letters in a big round hand. I copied all the letters in a hand so free that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
He copied all the letters in a hand so free that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
In serving writs, I made such a name that an articled clerk I soon became. I wore clean collars and a brand new suit for the pass examination at the Institute.
For the pass examination at the Institute.
That pass examination did so well for me that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
That pass examination did so well for me that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
Of
legal knowledge I acquired such a grip that they took me into the partnership, and the junior partnership, I ween, was the only ship I ever had seen. But that kind of ship so suited me that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
That kind of ship so suited me that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
I grew so rich that I was sent by a pocket barrow into Parliament. I always voted at my party's call, and I never thought of thinking for myself at all. I thought so little they rewarded me by making me the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
He thought so little they rewarded me by making him the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
Now, landsmen all, whoever you may be, if you want to rise to the top of the tree, if your soul isn't fettered to an office stool, be careful to be guided by this golden rule.
Be careful to be guided by this golden rule.
Stick close to your desks and never go to sea, and you all may be rulers of the Queen's Navy.
Stick close to your desks and never go to sea, and you all may be rulers of the Queen's Navy.
Tastes are mean and flighty, and her fortune bold and plain. Ring the merry bells on courtship, rend the air with warbling wild, for the union of my lordship with a humble captain's child, or a humble captain's daughter,
or a gallant captain's daughter,
and a lord who rules the water,
and a tar who plows the water.
Let the air with joy be laden, rend from the air above, for the union of the maiden with the man who owns her love. Never mind the why or wherefore, love can label ranks, and therefore, though your nautical relation in my set could scarcely pass, though you occupy a station in the lower middle class, ring the merry bells on fortune, rend the air with warbling wild, for the union of his lordship with a humble captain's child, or a humble captain's daughter,
or a gallant captain's daughter,
and a lord who rules the water,
and a tar who plows the water.
Let the air with joy be laden, rend from the air above, for the union of the maiden with the man who owns her love.
Jurisdiction, ably have you played your part. You have carried firm conviction to my hesitating heart.
Ring the merry bells on courtship, rend the air with warbling wild, for the union of his lordship with a humble captain's child, or a humble captain's daughter,
or a gallant captain's daughter,
and a lord who rules the water,
and a tar who plows the water. Let here with joy be laden,
ring the merry